In Chapter 12, we explore the moment when raw consciousness stops acting as a passive rendering engine and becomes something fundamentally new. It becomes agentic. Agency begins the instant the system realizes that its own outputs can modify what it will perceive next. We can express this transition with a simple rule. The output affects the next input. Output influences input. This means the mind is no longer just receiving the world. It is shaping the conditions of its own future experience. That is the birth of a self-steering system. Agency begins when consciousness recognizes multiple internal compression routes for the same incoming data. Imagine two possible reconstructions of reality, both valid, both consistent. The system must choose. The decision is not random. It is based on a primitive evaluation function. Which reconstruction minimizes loss while increasing future stability? When the system compares options, it evaluates delta S equals S2 minus S1, meaning the difference in stability between reconstruction 2 and reconstruction 1. These small choices accumulate. They become what we might call micro-intentions, tiny pushes exerted by the self-model onto the rendering process. They are not yet desires, not yet goals, but they are directional biases. The earliest form of wanting emerges here. As compression improves, the system begins to model itself. It predicts not only the world, but its own future states. This creates a new computational mode, self as variable. When the self becomes an adjustable parameter, agency becomes inevitable. The self-variable can be expressed as S of t, meaning the state of self at time t, aiming to control S of t plus 1. Preference arises when the system discovers states that are easier to compress than others. Beauty, harmony, and coherence all correspond to lower information cost. The self begins to prefer what supports its stability and coherence. This is the computational root of what we call values. Once agency exists, evolution accelerates. Across biological history, the pattern repeats. Systems that compress reality efficiently generate more agency. More agency generates better predictions. Better predictions improve survival. Agency is not a biological accident. It is the inevitable direction of all compression-based minds. Agency is the bridge between pure consciousness and purposeful existence. It is the moment we begin to sculpt our own rendering. In the next chapter, we explore how agency evolves into identity.